It seems that events at Denthelans have overtaken us. My contact there just sent word. The Harpers have been fractured, infiltrated by doppelgangers. Perhaps we might have done something to help, or just fallen into the trap along with them. Oh, I only have myself to blame. I have not been overly generous with the truth. I came here to learn of the Chosen, true enough. But I set my Harper searching for someone else, too. Tell me, what do you know of a man named Minsk of Rashiman?
You'll ruin.
Perhaps. He's one of the few people alive who has faced your father before. Minsk is an old friend. Perhaps my oldest. We've fought at one another's backs, times beyond counting. And the last time I saw him, I left him to die. Before we ever heard of this Absolute, we received word of a gathering in the Undercity. What we found was the first dark seed of this plot. A circle of cultists with mind flayers in their midst. We might have ended it there, cut off at the root, but before I could send for help, Minsk charged in alone. It was chaos. He was overrun, dragged down beneath a mass of tentacles. I had a choice. Stay and let word of this cult die with us, or leave him and live to fight another day. The world takes much from those who presume to defend it. But sometimes, you get to take it back. So don't be sorry, because I mean to use you, if you're willing. Infection, indoctrination, eradication. That has been the fate of everyone the cult has captured so far, but it has not been yours. With your help, perhaps it need not be Minsk's either. As simply as that? For no other reason than that I asked? Perhaps you two will get along. Oh, the point is moot without the means to find him. Without the Harpers, we shall have to find another path. I'll have a better idea of what that is once we're through the gates. Seems I need to reacquaint myself with this damned city.
Let me back in, or bring LARROAKAN out here, you tin tube. You tell LARROAKAN I went for his goddamn night song, and now he has to pay up. What are you looking at? Shit, it's you. You went looking for the night song after me. Please tell me you found it. Hope you lost fewer people along the way than I did. Bloody goblins. LARROAKAN should have warned us. Sod it. Enough. LARROAKAN and his precious night song just about ruined my life. If you value yours, I'd steer well clear of this place.
Your curiosity. Sorcerer... You! What are you doing here? Nothing for you to worry about. But never mind that. What can I do for you? It's all I deal with these days. People claiming their trinkets are the real night song. Looking for the mountain of gold LARROAKAN promised. There's even a pamphlet. Take one. They're on the desk. Huh. I suppose that, at least, I can help with. Hope you found what you're...
Trust no one.
Not a dicky bird.
You! What are you doing here? Nothing for you to worry about.
His voice catches. Something's wrong here.
But never mind that. What can I do for you?
Lost in thought.
You! What are you doing here? Aye, we had to remove him from the premises. But unfortunately, we couldn't stop him from being a nuisance just outside. Can't blame him for taking LARROAKAN's contract to retrieve the Night Song. There's a fortune on offer, and so far, no one's been able to claim it.
Let's get going.
Look, a bookseller. She can point us to the tome I need.
Literature department. Can I help you? Psst. These books are sensitive. They prefer an environment of quiet reverence. Bold. You might have heard that our library has a collection other shops would lack the skill to curate. Between us, even Master LARROAKAN was reluctant to house them in his tower. The pen is mightier than the magic wand, apparently. They're locked away here for their and our customers' safety. Our finest reserve includes the Tharkiat Codex, the Annals of Karsus and Netherese Folly, Sights of the Seelie, and the Curriculum of Strategy. Do any of those interest you? It is said to be written by Lord Karsus himself, the Netherese arcanist who attempted to replace the goddess MYSTRA, failed, and was banished for the attempt. Great magical knowledge lies within those pages, but not many can withstand it.
That's it. That's what I need.
The Annals of Karsus would no doubt have much to say about the Crown's true nature. If only you could read them.
You certainly have. Even simple knowledge of these tones is enough to stimulate most.
For that now, isn't it, dear? We might have a bit of that catnip decoction left, as long as Lord Portash hasn't gotten into it.
Welcome, dear patron, to the floor at the top of the stairs. If you have information about the Night Song, great riches await. If you are here to waste the great wizard LARROAKAN's time, reconsider. Let your knowledge determine your path forward.
The Night Song is an immortal being, the child of a deity.
Hold very still, Nicola. Crank's aim is much improved, but still leaves something up to chance.
Yes, sir.
All right, Crank. Ready? Aim. We have a visitor. At ease. McClaw, you may go. I see no night song. Surely you wouldn't have entered my tower without the night song in hand? Surely you wouldn't have wasted my time? Fascinating. You've been to Shah's temple, haven't you? To the Shadowfell? Alas, I've paid for a good deal of very privileged information. Now I await the results of the generous contract I've commissioned. Answer now, or see what happens when fools misuse my valuable time. I'm growing tired of this repartee, my friend. Let us cut to the chase. Beautiful, isn't it? Worth more than your life, too. I bought it from a Kalashite warlock. Very little of his soul left to him. It can bind a celestial to the wearer's service with a snap of the fingers. And this can keep her in place. Forever. We shall see, won't we? Do as I say, and you will be rewarded beyond imagination. Fail, and you give up the prize to the next motivated mercenary to encounter my contract. The choice is yours, but make no mistake, I always get what I want.
I made soup. Want some? Slurp.
Sing the song of Baldur, who founded Baldur's Gate. Empire golden, built on trade, could not avert the
Mother's milk, your visage speaks of ill tidings. Speak, ally mine. What troubles you? Is he indeed? Pray tell, what does he seek from Dame Aelin? Magicians and their machinations. I have had enough for an eternity. I will wring his neck until he's dead. Oh, his end will be one more strand in the great braid of our friendship.
I'm coming with you. I'd like to get a few licks in myself.
My darling, we agreed you'd scout for the nearest Selûnite enclave this very night. Let us divide our efforts. All the sooner to be reunited.
I won't let you go alone. Who knows what this wizard might have planned?
Our closest ally will accompany me, won't you? It will be a swift and fruitful chore. Hie we to this LARROAKAN right away. I am as eager to meet him as he is to ensnare me. What have we here? A magician in a tower, hiding away from the frightening world. What are you so scared of, Magus? Not the night song, surely? Why, she's nothing but a relic to be purchased and pursued.
My God. The night song is a person.
At last. There you are, my dear.
You will address me with due deference. I am Dame Aelin. And you are a whelp without honor, without pride, with nothing but a tower full of trinkets.
Oh, my apologies, Dame Aelin. I meant no disrespect. I asked our mutual friend here to make an introduction, that I might get to meet the famed daughter of Selûne. Forgive me for that impudence. Perhaps our friend can bridge the gap and do what I believe they came here to do?
My steel-hearted friend speaks true. Give me one good reason, Magus, why I should not strike you down where you stand.
Dame Aelin, I have discovered a device that would allow your immortality to be shared. It would cause you no harm, no pain of any kind. You serve your mother Selûne, I believe. She who has blessed our realm with so many gifts. Honor her by sharing yours.
You dare to threaten me with the same magic that held me in torment for 100 years? You do not seek to share my gifts. You seek to poach them.
I had hoped to appeal to your better nature. Perhaps I overestimated you. No bother. I have an arsenal of implements capable of convincing you to see reason. A Pity you didn't prove a more reliable ally. You could have reaped the rewards of my good favor. I'd hoped you to keep an open mind, but it seems you're determined to make this as difficult as possible. Boy, at the ready. Once I've taken control of the Aasimar, she must go directly into the caging runes.
No, Master LARROAKAN. I would never have assisted you if I knew you planned such horrors. You lied to get the Night Song here. Made us all believe she was nothing but a relic. I have seen what true leadership can accomplish. But never under your tutelage.
Watch your tongue, you child. I could make it such that no wizard in the realm will touch you.
If they're all like you, I think that sounds like an excellent bargain.
Oh, face us, charlatan! We who detest you so!
Myrmidons! Imperatum!
Put him up.
LARROAKAN. You who would see me caged. You who would purchase my submission with profane gold. Let every wicked magus, every vile murtherer, each slaver and misery merchant see. Dame Aylin is watching. She is indomitable. And when her face lights the shadows of your wrongdoing, you are broken by its beauty.
Time to see what new horror's waiting for us.
The Firehead Fool is dead. Yet as I stare upon his corpse, I feel... sadness. Why? Say it can't be so. For I am Selûne's sword. And ever must be. Battle has tired my mind. Made me susceptible to flights of fancy. You were excellent in battle, as is your way. And I am proud to fight at your side. And you, tiefling, you did not embarrass yourself. I will catch my breath, then to camp I will bring my bones. Moon Maiden be with you.
LARROAKAN is dead. The bastard is dead. I am. Now that the bastard's in bits. LARROAKAN was a cruel and vicious man. By day, I'd tend the shop, but at night, he'd fire the most nonsensical questions at me. And for every one I answered wrong, he'd beat me. I could have killed him with my own two hands. But I kept thinking it was all a test. It had to be. I thought it was the price I had to pay to become a true wizard. I realize now he was just a sick, sick man. I have, with your considerable help. I see things clearly now. If I wish to master the weave, I must do it myself. Thankfully, I have everything I need, right here. Oh, I like the sound of that. I do indeed. I'll move Cal and Leah in immediately. LARROAKAN refused to let them stay here. They are gonna love the tower. I wouldn't have this, the tower, my family, without you. What can I do to thank you? And you'll have me. I'll learn everything I can about the tower in the meantime, even if I have to rip this place apart. But know this. RAMAZITH's tower and its master are now your friends. And when the time comes, we will stand by you as allies.
time behind. Time for discretion. What's fun?
Still breathing, despite everything.
Neither seen nor heard. Simple.
All is ash and meat. Carefully now. Something over there.
What now? Should be easy.
never a dull moment.
Instead, she just seemed tired. No, I don't think that's it. She probably just needs some time for it to sink in. I'm sure she'll be elated soon.
Dame Aylin has little to feel sorry about. LARROAKAN would have inflicted a far worse fate on her given the chance.
I don't get it. What's got Dame Aylin so down? I, for one, am delighted LARROAKAN got what was coming to him. I don't know. Isn't that what a paladin of Selûne does? Hope that good old Aylin holy fervor returns to her soon. I don't like to see her looking so lost.
You have my attention. Excellent source of arcana. Its magic should come in quite handy.
All right. What now?
A long way from Waterdeep.
Let's crack it open.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
What a day.
Elminster's not around, so it might as well.
What to do?
Oh, you've arrived in the nick of time, saintly adventurer. I've been trapped for so long, I dare say I'm half mad. Ho ho! Thank you for sacrificing yourself to save me. Such courage brings a tear to the eye. You have a patron. Wondrous! I'm sure it will happily take your place. But until someone swaps with you, I'm afraid you're stuck in here. Toodles! freedom, sweet nectar. How I missed you. Oh. My rescuer left behind a servant. I'm terribly sorry for your loss. I'm sure you're at your wit's end without your master. Well, if you're so mightily knowledgeable about the arcane, you know that freeing your friend couldn't be easier. Simply put your hand on the lamp and take your companion's place. Now, I must be going. I'm horribly late for an appointment. A fight? How adorable. Very well, it's been too long since I flexed these glorious magical muscles. Aha!
Something good here, I hope.
This is my happy place.
pushing on.
Keep your distance, darling. Hardly a challenge.
All's well that ends. Oh, not as bad as it could have. At the ready.
Someone there? A crooked touch.
Yeah, it was ripe with magic. Is that blood? No, never mind.
I applaud your taste.
Can't give up now. Each door named after a wizard of renown. The annals must be behind Cassius's door. Looking ahead.
Someone's left to trigger that thing.
Someone doesn't like visitors. Someone's left a trap.
place is more dangerous than I thought.
How delicious. Be careful. There are traps about. Someone's left a trap out for us. Traps.
Still alive. So that's progress.
Well, hello. Oh, for a skeleton key.
Let me work my magic.
The book radiates power, but the words you read in the Codex echo in your mind, guiding your eyes safely across the page. The once indecipherable glyphs now feel dangerously familiar, promising unholy power to those who can take it. As you pass the strange glyphs, you can feel the book resisting. Ghostly voices whisper at you from the dark, probing and fighting your mind. But your will is iron, and you brush past these shades of the past, devouring every secret the book has to offer. You see now life and death are malleable as clay, to be bent and reshaped by your will. By your power. But as you close the book, a nagging doubt whispers in your mind. What consequences will there be for calling the dead from their rest?
I've got a long road ahead. Ready and willing.
These notes are no mere diary. These are the visions of Karsus himself, designs for the crown he hoped to forge, and the new form of magic he planned to create with it. It seems Raphael was telling you the truth. The crown you saw atop the Elder Brain is indeed of Karsus's making. Reunite the crown with the Dead Three's netherstones, and Karsus's design might yet be completed. You could wield the power of a god. Though Karsus could only have worn the crown for mere moments, he managed to destroy an empire, killing thousands in the process. In the hands of the Dead Three's chosen, it threatens to do much the same. You must find a way to stop them, to render the crown harmless, detonating the orb if necessary. You can save Faerun from Karsus's evil and the Absolutes in one fell swoop. Only you might not live to enjoy it.
No one stopped me yet.
What's on your mind?
Risk being in open view. Better be cautious. Let's see what you're hiding.
This really isn't my forte.
What a charmer.
Nice and quiet now.
Elminster?
Oh, hello, my boy. No, don't mind me. I'm just enjoying a lungful of Baldurian air. Yes, a distinctive aroma, though perhaps not one worthy of bottling. I hear you've been browsing in the most esteemed of emporiums, sorcerous sundries. Indulge my curiosity. What wonders did you discover there? So, you have learned the truth of the enemy we face. The very tool with which its eponymous creator unmade magic itself. Perhaps now you understand what is at stake here, my boy. Though what MYSTRA asked of you was extreme, it was not without merit, nor demanded lightly.
What are you saying? Or rather, what are you not saying?
MYSTRA knows you defied her, Gale. Well, of course she knows. She's MYSTRA. She bids you come to her holy shrine in the Stormshore Tabernacle. There, she will grant you an audience at last.
I'm curious enough to make the attempt. All right. An audience with the mother of magic, it is.
Perhaps that should have been your mission right from the start. Trust in yourself. Trust in the weave, if you are willing. Trust in MYSTRA. There is a conclusion yet to be written in this sorry tale, Gale of Waterdeep. And yours is the quill that will write it.
So all it took to get MYSTRA's attention was to learn how to reforge an artifact that once destroyed her. It's obvious when you stop to think about it. Well, I doubt it's an apology for asking me to die on her behalf. Whatever it is. If it's important enough to send Elminster, we can be damn sure she's serious. This is a conversation that's long overdue on both sides. I owe it to her to hear her out. Come what may afterwards. After you.
Poor Gale. I hope he knows that a goddess abandoning him needn't be the end. I know from experience. Your dance card is full. Lose a partner and there'll be room. Lead the way then.
Ugh, that pointy-headed old fart talks too much. But he has also moved mountains, walked between plains, and dragged himself back from death a dozen times. If he still believes in Gale, the boy should not be overly concerned what his ladylove thinks. Goddess or no. I have. And while I do not love my conclusion, that does nothing to change it. The Harpers are the city's best information network. With them out of action, we shall have to fall back on second best. Nine Fingers Keen.
A name known and feared throughout the city's underworld. The mysterious Keen runs the guild, which in turn runs every criminal enterprise in the city.
Nine Fingers is much more than a thief. Nothing happens in this city that she doesn't learn of sooner or later. How hospitable she will be to a harper that comes begging to her guild hall, we will find out. Perhaps I will let you do the talking.
MYSTRA wants to meet Gale. Impressive. The only thing a god's ever offered me is a cold shoulder.
We cannot allow Gale to go through with Elminster's ludicrous plan. Destroying the Absolute before we fully understand it would be madness.
Poor Gale. But MYSTRA is wrong about him. Perhaps he can yet prove that.
The mother of all magic, they say. Let us hope MYSTRA brings Gale good fortunes.
I couldn't help overhearing what Elminster said to Gale. Not every day a god asks for a chat. Hey, maybe I'm invited too. I can be the muscle.
What's next?
Still in control. Just.
So, Mistress requested a chat with Gale. Unusually polite for a god. I do hope it goes well. We've pissed off enough gods already. Perhaps if you lost a follower or two, well, in that case...
Caution is warranted here.
Security. Vaults. Vaults.
Nasty surprise. Caution is warranted here.
Cleanup. Below. artillery. Vaults.
Don't touch me.
No one back home will ever believe this.
No rest for the wicked, I see. What have we here?
Have a lot on my mind. And, well, in it.
Above.
Quite ready for you. At least things have stayed interesting.
Sing a song of Baldur, who founded Baldur's
Ally, I was just regaling sweet Isabel with tales of our prowess.
Very impressive. Thank you for helping Aelin. That wizard sounded absolutely dastardly.
I always do, with darling Isabel by my side. Enjoy the spoils of your victory. Spin memories of LARROAKAN's death in your mind like silk floss. My darling, we must inform our friend of our news.
Indeed. I've scouted a Selûnite enclave outside the city. They faced the Absolute's armies and come out battered and bruised. Aelin and I will go to them, provide what help we can.
But fear not. When the time comes for you to face the foe of foes, Isabel and I will stand by your side.
We wouldn't miss it. Not for anything.
Go well, friend. We will see you soon. And with our great powers combined, this city will be saved.
Heard you put that prick, LARROAKAN, in the ground. Good. Only sad I couldn't help. Thank you. For having Roland's back. You just can't stop saving us, can you?
Have you seen this place? It's incredible. And this is our house now. I think it goes without saying that you have a room here. Anytime.
I knew LARROAKAN amassed knowledge like a dragon with its hoard, but never could I have imagined such wealth. And the tower itself has a cannon. The sheer power is mind-boggling. Study and catalogue it. LARROAKAN barely knew his alphabet. Then share it with the realms. After all, it does little good collecting dust in an old tower. Indeed, I must still figure out its intricacies, but I am close. introduce myself. I am Roland, the new ruler of Ramazith's Tower. All deals and sales made under previous ownership will be honored. I hope you enjoy this curated selection of goods for all your magical needs. I didn't quite catch that. What did you say? Of course, you're a valued customer. Take your time. Thank you for visiting.
Oh, I have the magic touch.
In a little. That's why we need the ointment. Oh, yeah. Why are lava elementals so odd? Because they're made of fire, Doc. If a lava elemental is made of fire, what am I made of? Many things, I suppose. Blood, bile, phlegm, chocolate. Yes, darling. If I were a lava elemental, I'd get a job in a restaurant. Would you now? But I could cook food right on my body, so I wouldn't even need an oven. You make a fine point. Very efficient you'd be. No fish, only chicken, beef, and vegetables. No pork either. If it was your body, you'd make the rules. I'm your mother. That's not funny. I think it's very funny. Well, you're wrong. If you're bored and I'm wrong, where have Jeremy and his mother gone? Can we go now? You need ointment.
Why are lava elementals so hot?
Because they're made of fire, darling.
If a lava elemental is made of fire, what am I made of?
Many things, I suppose. Blood, bile, phlegm, chocolate. Why, of course, darling.
If I were a lava elemental, I'd get a job in a restaurant.
How many die today? How many die tomorrow?
You make a fine point.
Welcome back, valued customer. Take your time. Thank you.
Keep a blade close.
Your attempted pickpocketing was noted.
I knew LARROAKAN amassed knowledge like a dragon with its hoard, but never could I. And the tower itself has a cannon. The sheer power is mind-boggling. I hope you enjoy this. Of course! I didn't quite catch that. Take your time. Thank you for visiting. I knew LARROAKAN, and the tower itself has a cannon. The sheer power is mind-boggling. Study and cut, then share it with the realm. Indeed.
Think it goes...
Thank you.
One with the weave.
Mind never quiet.
Many things, I suppose. Blood.
Salutations.
No time to rest.
Welcome back. Value. Take your time. Thank you for visiting. Welcome back, valued customer. Welcome back, valued customer.
Which way to the nearest library?
If it be your body, you make the rules.
I'd be a laughing stock with that.
I have such a headache.
Welcome back, valued. Take your time. Thank you for...
Well, you're wrong.
Let's go.
More shopping to do. That's why we need the ointment.
Have some sort of merit. The source of the sun stops it. Well, at least they seem to use everything.
Watch your back.
Wretched thing. Pull yourself together.
All's well, I hope, aside from the obvious. It seems like you have ample company already. Lead the way, then.
Mystra's likeness. It's been some time since I stood before her in a place like this.
Feel the chill gaze of the Moon Maiden upon you. Selûne welcomes you. An inscription reads, "Let all who worship the changing tides of life and knowledge feel the blessings of Selûne. Trust in the purity of my light. See the constancy in its inconstancy, and you will be guided aright." As a moon-bathed cleric, this is your moment to bask in her lunar light and imbue your spirit with her majesty and grace.
Direct me. Let's move.
There she stands, just as Elminster promised. MYSTRA, goddess of the weave, mother of all magic.
The old man wasn't lying. She's opened the summoning channel. Can't you feel it?
Gale's right. The very air around the statue crackles with magic. It sets your teeth on edge.
A stream of pure, undiluted weave. I only have to reach out, and it will carry me to MYSTRA, wherever she may be.
An audience with your goddess can go wrong. I should know. But do whatever you feel is best, Gale.
Time was, I'd have given my right arm for a chance to speak with MYSTRA again. The left one, too. Maybe a knee. Am I? You're right. I am a strong, capable wizard. And this is no more than a casual reunion with an ex-lover. My omnipotent, omniscient ex-lover. I always wonder what being nervous would feel like. I hate it. You're kind to say so, but this is hardly my first time in MYSTRA's presence. It's more the matter of what I'm going to say to her. During my time locked away in Waterdeep, I prepared a quite comprehensive speech for her on the subject of our former relationship and the manner in which it ended. Alas, recent events have rendered the majority of it moot, so I'm going to have to improvise. Unless you have any words of wisdom to impart before I go. MYSTRA's forgiveness? If you want me to claim the crown of Karsus, she'll hardly be in a forgiving mood after that. I think it's best I keep a cool head going into this. Approach it like a particularly high-risk round of 3 Dragon Ante. I'll let MYSTRA show her flight, and then I can see how strong a chance we stand of winning the gambit. I'll only be gone for a matter of moments. The Outer Planes experience time quite differently to our own. Wait for me. Please.
Gale of Waterdeep, you look well.
As do you. But I assume we're not here solely to exchange compliments. So why am I here?
You discovered what lies at the heart of the Absolute, the crown of Karsus. And you disobeyed my instruction. Why?
Because you had no right to ask that of me. You cast me out. Remember?
You were my lover, my chosen. Yet still you know so little of me. The past cannot be undone with self-pity, nor can a future be forged. Only with the truth will you see the way ahead. The fragment of magic you tried to return to me was not of my creation. It was the Karsite weave. It is a corrupted, half-born magic, wrought in the brief moment Karsus ascended to godhood. It hungers for power, just as he did, and it can never be sated. You unleashed something that would consume all magic in existence, and yet you thought only of preserving yourself.
So that's what you're scared of. With the crown of Karsus reforged, I could take control of the Karsite weave.
You can no more control the Karsite weave than a weather vane could control a storm. That it entered your body and consumed no more than your powers was a miracle. But we will not be granted another. The only reason the orb sleeps is because I have allowed it to feed on the true weave. A temporary measure, but one that will not be enough to save us. With each day that passes, the Elder Brain threatens to become a new kind of god. Its worshippers, a scourge of soulless illithids. If you will not use the orb to end this abomination, then you must find a way to separate crown and host. When you've done this, you must surrender the crown of Karsus to me.
A great ask indeed. You've given me much to think on, as you always did.
So be it. Follow the needle of your own wisdom. We shall see how truly it leads you.
Back on mortal soil once more. I can't believe I saw her. After all this time. Relieved. Drained. Proud of myself for summoning the courage to go to her in the first place. And, if I'm being totally honest, a bit lightheaded. As if it wasn't enough to have seen her again. She didn't exactly summon me there for small talk. The Karsite weave. Within me this whole time. I knew the orb was no ordinary ball of magic before it to be Karsus's malignant creation. Gods! How did I not see that? But I should have known. What right had I to go about declaring myself an archmage when I was as foolish as a common apprentice in setting such an entity loose? At least now I'm armed with the truth. And MYSTRA's expectations. Sounds like the door to redemption is open at last. All I have to do is walk through it, carrying the crown of Karsus. Thank you. There aren't many I'd trust to stand beside me on such a journey. Fewer still who would do so because they believed I deserved such a chance. If I could promise you one thing in return for your faith in me, it's this. I will use everything in my power to ensure we defeat this evil. I will not let you down. Now, I believe we've a date with an Elder Brain to get to. Shall we?
Yes?
Shield our people from the depredations.
Intestines throb. Blood whistles.
MYSTRA has forsaken Gale entirely. A crushing blow. But he is strong enough to persevere, I think.
Wow. So that was MYSTRA. Pretty spectacular stuff. But I think Gale was right not to agree to do her bidding, no questions asked. I respect the gods, but they don't always understand what they're asking of us. Maybe immortality makes it hard to know what it's like to be one of us piggies. Proud of Gale, though. It takes some man to hold his own in front of the divine.
Go ahead. I'm listening. I've often asked myself the same question, and never really found a satisfactory answer. He clearly sees something in me that I can't. The wisdom and intelligence required to overcome almost insurmountable odds, perhaps? Or the stupidity required to attempt it. I take it as a compliment either way. You don't get to be 13 centuries old without becoming a sound judge of character. And cheese, apparently. I regret many things in my life. Choosing to be here, intact and unexploded, is not one of them. For now, to have a few more days in your company, no. I wouldn't change a thing.
So, who'd want to hold a power like the crown of Karsus in their hands just to hand it to someone else? I know what my decision would be, but we're all different, of course. Well, obviously I would, but you have so many follow. Excellent. Now that that's settled, lead on.
Sing the song of Baldur, who founded Baldur's Gate. Empire golden, built on trade, could not avert his fate. When Credo assailed his form, transformed his
MYSTRA has forsaken Gale entirely. A crushing blow. But he is strong enough to persevere, I think.
Far from me to judge Gale for playing coy with MYSTRA, but I will not be cleaning up whatever mess she makes of him for it.
This crown seems too powerful and dangerous an object for mere mortals to possess. Too dangerous even for MYSTRA. But I would sooner trust it with a god than with Gale.
You wish to consult me?